Who's Zack Snyder? He is a director, producer, and screenwriter. He directed famous movies like Dawn of the Dead, the remake of George Romero's movie 300, Watchmen, Legend of Guardians, The Owl of Gehol, Sucker Punch, and Man of Steel. He began making music videos in the 90s like Love is a Crime by Lizzie Borden, Tomorrow by Morrison, Black Gold by Saul Azari, World Class Fed by Paul Westerberg, I Know by Diony Ferris, Walk This World by Heather Nova, and in 2009 he made Desolation Row by My Chemical Romance. In 2004 he directed the movie Dawn of the Dead, a horror movie which is a fusion of horror and action. In this movie, the zombies don't move slowly, but they can run and move like normal people. The movie was seen out of competition at the Cannes Festival. In 2006, he directed his successful movie 300 with a great box office. This movie is a combination of action and fantasy based on the comic series by Frank Miller and Lynn Varney. I think the movie is very spectacular. The slow motion fight scene with the IMAX's technology, or Imagine Maximum. 2009, he made the movie Watchmen, based on the famous graphic novel by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. It is considered violent in the ratings for the contents of violence, sexuality, language, and nudity. But I think with or without these continents, it is the best superheroes movie ever made. Alan Moore was, on the contrary, against an adaptation of his work, and he didn't want to be accredited on the movies based on his comic books, like From Hell, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, V for Vendetta, Constantine, and Watchmen. Dave Gibbons helped Zack Snyder to make Watchmen's movie. In 2010, he made a 3D animation movie called Legend of Guardians, The Owl of Gehol. This film is for everybody, not only for children. The story captures also the intention of the editors. The movie is based on a book series, Guardians of Gehol by Catherine Leslie. 1 year later, he directed and wrote the movie Sucker Punch, produced with Deborah Snyder, his wife, an action movie that mixes the idyllic imagination with a brutal reality in the madhouse. The music accompanies every action scene. 2013, he directed the movie Man of Steel, the Superman's reboot, produced by Christopher Nolan, the director of the Dark Knight's trilogy. The music is composed by Hans Zimmer, and in this movie Zack Snyder didn't use slow motion. In my opinion, the movie is spectacular for the flying scenes of Superman, the fight scenes, the special effects, and the music. Now he is planning to make the sequel of Man of Steel. Snyder wrote and will produce the sequel of 300, directed by Muamura, Rise of an Empire, in 3D. The Rise of Sparta! I hope Zack Snyder continues making spectacular movies. Oh! This is my first video where I talk about a living director. You can follow me in Twitter. I'm SugarK. I hope you enjoyed my video, and see you next time.